It's the day after Veterans Day, so I thought I'd make a video on veterans, because I think they're important. I don't have the hard-on most people seem to have for veterans, but at the end of the day, they're an important part of our society, and I think they should be taken care of, and I think they were promised that they would be taken care of, and the American people have actually failed that promise. You know how I know? I know because there's 260,000 veterans that will be homeless this year. That's over 250,000 people who served the country and were told that they would be taken care of. Then they came back, they were too screwed up to hold the job, so now they're on the streets, and I'm not okay with that. On top of that, there's over 184,000 troops on the ground right now in Iraq and Afghanistan, according to the Pentagon. That's over 184,000 troops, most of whom will come back, some of whom will have PTSD and other issues related to their combat, and some of whom are going to end up homeless, just like those 260,000 that are homeless right now. All of these facts I give are going to be sourced in the description. So on top of those homeless, and on top of those soldiers that are currently undergoing hell for us, there's another 5.5 million U.S. veterans living with a disability right now, who are counting on people like the VA to help them out. Talking about the VA, I went onto their website and I found some stats for exactly what they plan to provide to veterans who call the helpline. Now, this isn't the emergency helpline. They can call an emergency helpline, basically 911, and say they're suicidal, and they should get help sooner. But this is for everyone else. These are for the grizzled veterans who fought through crap, who are feeling like crap, but who fight through it. Then eventually they say, okay, I need help, and they call this helpline. Vets with 50% plus service-connected disability will get help within 30 days. Vets seeking care for service-connected conditions will get help within 30 days. Everybody else will get help within 120 days. So think about that for a second. A vet calls up needing help. They'll hear back within a week. That's also on there. And then they'll get help within 120 days. That's a third of a year that they have to wait. Do you really think that that help is going to be worth crap after 100 days? How many of those veterans who wanted help, whose conditions maybe could have been totally preventable, whose conditions could have been fixed when they called, because they thought ahead and they called ahead, now it's been 100 days and they're on the street, or the condition has spread so that they can't be helped anymore as easily, and now they end up on the street and they're just adding to the problem. We're spending billions of dollars building helicopters and tanks and fighter jets and training troops and sending troops over there and providing for those troops. And that's just going to compound the problem. That's just going to add more veterans we can't afford to take care of. The American people have failed our veterans. We need to do something about it. How about we stop spending billions of dollars compounding the problem, bring our dudes home, and women, dudes and women, and, help them out. Spend those billions on actually helping the people who were promised help, fulfilling our promises before we compound our problems.